Hi guys, so welcome to the channel. If today is your first time stopping by, a warmly welcome. And to my OGs, gang, you are the real MVP. Guys, we are making palm oil today. Dzomi, real authentic Dzomi. Let's get started. So I have some ash here. I'm just going to smear the pot with the ash because I don't want the smoke to just make the pot black, so that watching it will become difficult. So this is a barrier, serving as a barrier between the pot and the fire. So when you are done with cooking everything, you are just going to use your soap and water and clean it. This is the palm fruit that we are coming to cook. You see? In cooking palm fruit, you are just going to put your pot on fire. Just add some water and you fill the pot with your washed palm fruit. Okay, we are going to be cooking this for about 3 hours because we don't want the pounding process to be difficult for us. If you don't cook the palm fruit very well, you are going to suffer when pounding it. It is going to be difficult for the flesh to detach from the seed, and you don't want that. So cook it very well. Just fill our pot, just add water to it, plenty water, and I'm just going to cover it with some sack. Covering it with a sack is going to help trap the heat in it. And cooking palm fruits, the fruit, it needs heat. Palm fruit just need heat to cook. So the more you are able to trap the heat, the faster it cooks. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and add these big stones. Are they stones or rock? Rock, whatever. This is just to prevent the sack from removing from the pot. Okay, about 3 hours later, our palm fruit is well cooked. Checking on it, and it is done. It is cooked. We are just going to pour it on a sack and allow it to cool down. Yes, you want your palm fruit to cool down completely. You don't want any single heat in it. Okay, otherwise when you are preparing the oil, it's going to melt. It's going to melt. So it has cooled. Whatever you do for it to cool completely. So it has cooled down completely, and we are just going to pound it. Remember making Dzomi. This is Dzomi, the process of making Dzomi, the authentic Dzomi. You don't pound your palm fruit when it is hot. You don't make your oil without any heat. Everything must be very cold, iced cold. So I'll just fetch an amount into a mortar, sensible amount, and I'll add sensible amount of water. Then I'll just go ahead with my pestle and we'll pound it. Pound. We need more hands to pound this. The palm fruit is plenty, so we need more hands to pound. We are just going to be pounding like this till everything is pounded. So this is how far we have come. This is what we have pounded. Can you see how smooth it looks? All the flesh has been detached from the seed because it is cooked well. The palm fruit is cooked well. Else you are going to suffer. Look at the workers. Yo, these are our workers. Very hard working. Yes. Hey. Oh, okay. Papa and Ellie, you are very hard working. Oh, got it. Manate. Oh, okay, nice. We are done with the pounding. The process of the palm oil has just begun. So you just fetch a generous amount of the palm fruit, the pounded one, into a bowl and add a generous amount of water to it like this. Then you mix it very well. In this stage, you need to have muscles. You need to be a body. You need to have muscles. You need muscles for this stage. Okay, you mix it with water for some time and add a little amount of water to it again. Mix it. We are not just mixing it, we are applying effort or pressure to it. okay, for the oil to form. So if your water is not cold enough, you add ice block into your water. You don't want your oil to melt. You don't want to do constantly job, okay? So that thing forming on top of the water that's the oil. What she's scooping is the oil. This is the oil that has formed. Scoop, 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 scoop. So if your water is not cold enough, if your palm fruit is not cold, the oil is going to melt. You won't get the cut on top of it that she's scooping. You won't get it, okay? So make sure everything you are using is cold. If you can freeze your bowls, freeze them and use, okay? These are workers on board.
It's purposely for this. This is the work of it. If you don't want to use your hand, you go with this. Just like I'm doing.
So as I said earlier, this stick, this is the work of it. If you don't want to use your hand, you can use this stick to mix your palm fruits, okay? As I've just done, just add more water and mix till the cut form on top of it very well, so that I can scoop my oil. Use this. I think it is easier. Some people also would like to use their hand. Some also would like to use this. Either ways, I think this one is safer, because sometimes when you are using your hand, the palm fruit can choke your finger. It can enter your finger, and it's very painful. By using this, you just apply the same amount of pressure you would have used your hand to apply. You will get it. So using this is also very easy, very smooth and easy. So it has finished doing its work. The rest of the work that is left is hand work. It's time to scoop the oil. So I'll just use my hand, mix, add more water. If you don't add more water, you are going to lose a lot of oil.
This is the oil. This is our amount we have gotten from this plenty palm fruits we have found. Can you imagine? From size 20 to size what? Size 5. This is Della. So I'm going to put it inside the water. We are going to use it to make belebe. We will use it to set fire. It is used to set fire, okay?
So this is the residue from the oil. It is called Della. We are going to use it to make something called belebe. You will line your basket with some sack. Then you pour your the line with the water and everything inside. We are going to leave it for 3 days to ferment. Then you are going to make it into some balls, dry it. When it's dry, we use it to set fire. It is very good. It burns more than kerosene or diesel. So we are on the final stage of the oil preparation. Our pot is on fire. We'll just go ahead and pour our oil, our cut, inside the pot. A big pot, very big. The oil is small, but we are going to use big pots. We are using a very big pot because palm oil is very aggressive. You don't want to waste all your efforts. It is going to boil up and spill if your pot is not big enough. And at this stage, you can have some time to rest. Okay, when you use a big pot, you just allow it to be on the fire on low heat, and you will be resting somewhere. That's why we are using a big pot. So I'll just pour the oil inside the pot and we'll allow it to melt. As you can see that there are some debris inside. Still, it's not oil. It's not oil yet. So we are going to be fetching it at this stage and straining it to remove the dela from inside. So this stage or this process is very, very dangerous. You have to be very, very careful because the oil is hot and we are straining it at this point. So we are done with that and we have poured it back into the pot. Now this is real oil. We are going to allow it to boil for about 1 hour. 45 to 1 hour on low heat. You don't make your fire to be high, okay? It's going to be aggressive. It can burn also. So So it's going to boil like this. Small. This is about 25 minutes into the cooking process and it's doing well. Our oil is almost done. It's left with some small water inside. That's why it's boiling like that. Can you see? At this stage, our oil is done. If you see your oil foaming up, it means it is done. There is no more water inside. So we'll just mix some salt with water. We are going to make some brine solution. Just add a little bit of salt into a little bit of water, just this amount, and add it to your oil. This is seasoning of the oil. The secret to making dzomi is adding salt to it. Yes. Look at this. Look at this beautiful, this darkish red oil smelling everywhere. Gobe. Smelling beans and rice, beans and gari everywhere. Our oil is done. Look at it. So beautiful. It has settled also our beku, or the residue has also settled under. So this is the oil we've gotten from that plenty palm fruit. This is 5 liters of oil plus 1 liter of residue. The beku is 1 liter and the oil itself is 5 liters. It's not that small. Yeah, it's one of this gallon. The secret to knowing you are buying the authentic dzomi is the color. It's very thick in nature. It looks thick, darkish red in nature. It's not transparent, and the smell is so divine. When you smell it, you just feel hungry at once. When you see these qualities I've just mentioned, it means you are buying the authentic and the proper palm oil. And this is our beku, the one that we used to add to the gobe when you buy some. Guys, hope you've learned something new. Leave a comment in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel if you have not yet done that. And to my OGs, thank you for always returning back. I'll see you next in another video. Until then, keep trying your recipes. Stay safe. I love you all. Bye.